Hi there and welcome to another Hellhound Transformers review, and this week we're looking at Combiner Vortex, one of the Combaticons, and this was the third use of this mould. It was originally released as Alpha Bravo, a new member of the aerial bots, in a colour scheme similar to what you would expect to see for Slingshot. It was also released with a different head as Blades in the Protector Pots and as a Vortex. This is the Western Hasbro release. The version released by Takara under Unite Warriors, a very different colour scheme based on the animated model, and I think it has a four-bladed propeller, which spins. Whee! Anyway, in my opinion, this is the best use of this mould, because there's some whopping great big missiles on it, and you know, Blades is meant to be an emergency rescue helicopter. They don't usually have missiles, in fact probably never have missiles, and I don't really know what Alpha Bravo is supposed to be, but probably some sort of like civilian civilian helicopter liner type thing. So yeah, again, not really fitting. Now onto this. This is one of the best helicopters we've had as a deluxe scale figure, I think. There's some repro labels on this, so more obvious canopy and windows down the side. Bit of colour on the tail. I don't know if it's meant to be a particular type of helicopter, but it really looks pretty cool from most angles. Bit of a shame that the arms are just hanging out there. It's fairly noticeable. I don't know, sort of pass for intakes of some sort maybe from the front, but they're reasonably well disguised by the sort of missiles. Turn it upside down. Oh, there's a robot body. But you know, again, the front area of this fuselage is pretty good. There's a hole on there, a couple of holes on the side, so you can put your 5mm weapons on there. I think the best one personally is to use a hand-foot gun, and you know, you sort of got a couple of Gatling guns on there, which sort of befits a military style aircraft. Yeah, so it's pretty good in vehicle mode. So transform him, get the arms out of the way, and then lift up the top of the fuselage, and then what you should be able to do is, I always find it quite awkward, just sort of generally have to prise them apart. You can separate the nose. Top of the canopy will become the robot feet. Pull the bottom half down. That allows you to get out the top of the fuselage, which really plugs in tightly in here. Got classic Combiner Wars decompression of the legs, and then these bits sort of fold up and peg in on the side. Tighter than, well, I don't know, some inappropriate joke. Sorry, it's got to come off camera because I cannot. There we go. So difficult to get out of the way. Right, okay. So then twist the body round. That just sort of hangs there, which is a bit of a shame. On the top, push the rear fuselage back. And it clips in on the side. I think you're supposed to do something like that. I don't really like it. I just tend to leave it as it is. Twist the head round, bring the arms to the side, and then the other thing you can do is you can just about push those in there and they'll sort of stay there. So there he is. He is not bad at all. So again, some repro labels, just a bit of colour on the combiner port there. and that's about it really. I think Vortex is pretty decent. Nice head sculpt, as I say, also used for Alpha Bravo. Ball joint with a cutout at the on the shoulder there, which is nice. Got a swivel and a sort of ratcheted elbow, which is good. Twist at the waist and at the top of the thigh. Ball joint on the thigh as well, and then a 90 degrees at the knee. And I don't think you can really use, well, he can be a ballerina and point his toe if he wants to. So he is really nice. I think he really looks the part. I think it's the best use of the mould. Blades is decent, but this is the best. It's got a sort of slightly meanness about it, probably because it's got whopping great big missiles on it, as I've already mentioned. Even the gun is pretty brutal. I don't know what, it's got the shells there on the side waiting to be fed in, and as I say, a Gatling gun as the hand-foot gun. So yeah, he is really good. One thing I will mention, you probably might need to watch out for, is I have in the past used the Perfect Effect add-on kit for Bruticus, where you get the hands and feet that turn into sort of weapon packs. And I usually use Vortex as an arm, and you'll see that doing so there's some strain there on the port. So at the moment he's usually in Bruticus mode, and he's going to be using the hand-foot gun. So I've got to give this guy a score, and I reckon it is going to be probably another 3, to be honest. He's good, but like most Combiner Wars figures, he does sacrifice a bit of intricacy for that gimmick. But he is a very cool figure nonetheless.